Looked into this, and I have friends that live in Lake County, and they use commuter trains all the time. In fact, I lived in Chicago for 3 years, and I rode the L train to work every day to the Sears Tower from my neighborhood. So I am familiar with commuter trains and that sort of thing. And while in inner city Chicago, yeah, I mean, you're going to need a train, otherwise trying to drive to the Sears Tower is pretty much impossible, and parking's going to cost you $100 a day. But here in Fort Wayne, we don't have those issues. But looking at some of the issues that have happened in Lake County and St. Joseph County and all of northwestern Indiana in the last 15 years or so since they created the RDA, and the amount of money that the state has poured in through the RDA and have collected in taxes from the locals there in that area, they've spent over $1 billion on the South Shore Line. And during that time period, the South Shore Line has actually had ridership reduced by 10%, and that was for the year ending 2019. So that was not COVID effects. In fact, since COVID, ridership's down 70%. Obviously, that's changed a lot of things. It's changed a lot of the ways we look at commercial real estate, a lot of the way we do business. It's just so much easier to pop on a Zoom call than to ride downtown. And if you're doing business with someone in Chicago, it's probably easier to hop on a Zoom call rather than hop on a car and go there, or even a train. And I know this is a non-binding resolution, but it is sending a message to the state, asking them to spend money on our behalf to do this sort of thing. And I've seen what has happened in Lake County and the way that they've used what they call TODs, transportation-oriented districts, to rearrange neighborhoods, regentrify areas. I know that's not a word that people want to hear, but where you've taken neighborhoods that have been there for a long time. They have barbershops and grocery stores and that sort of thing. They decide, well, you know, we're going to plop a new station there, tear down the old station, spend $300 million, and then we'll have a Walgreens and a couple of corporate entities there and get rid of all the neighborhood shops. We've seen that happen in Hammond and other places in Northwest Indiana. I'd really hate to see us beholden to a group of people that we're not going to be able to say who's on this board. You know, this IEDC decides who's going to represent the people in Northwest Indiana on that board. There's a lot of people that live in Gary and Hammond and other areas that go to these meetings and say, hey, we'd rather you not tear down our neighborhood to build a nicer train station. But those voices are very rarely heard. So I'm sorry, Jeff, I know you've worked very hard on this.
Right.
You've put a lot of time and effort into it. I'm not going to be able to support it.